Welcome to Virtual STEM Club Littles Edition Storm Clouds. My name is Miss Eileen and I'm going to be taking you through today's project. You should have already received your Take and Make bag here at the library when you registered for the program. That is going to have all the supplies you're going to need for today's project, except for you're going to need water for both of the cups that are in your bag. So in just a minute, we're going to go over what's in your Take and Make bag, and then I'll show you how to set up today's project. Now, our project today is all about learning how clouds make rain. So are you ready to answer that question with me? Let's get started. Hi everyone. So here I have laid out everything that was in the Take and Make bag. So we should have two matching plastic cups. We have a popsicle stick and we have a little eyedropper. We have a can of shaving cream. And then there's this little container with these two blue tablets. So what I'm gonna need right now is I'm going to need to fill one of my cups with water, and you're gonna wanna leave some space at the top because we're gonna end up pouring some of the shaving cream on top. So fill it up quite a ways, but not all the way to the tippy top. And then in the second cup, you're gonna need just a tiny amount of water, very small amount. So I'm gonna go ahead and fill up my water cups, and then I'll be back in just a minute and we can start our project. Okay, littles and caregivers, so the first step to finish or to work towards our project of making rain and learning how clouds make rain today is we're gonna take the cup that has just a little bit of water, and we're gonna take those two blue tablets. These are color tablets, and so what we're gonna do is we're gonna put those right into the water, and you'll notice that they kind of start to fizz a little bit, but what we're gonna do is we're gonna help turn all of the water blue by kind of breaking up those tablets with our popsicle stick, and we will stir as well. So you can either try to kind of break the tablets up, or as they fizz, you'll notice you can kind of stir, and we just want to make sure that both of the tablets are completely dissolved. Now, this will probably take a few minutes, and it's just kind of fun to watch as the tablets dissolve, and your water becomes more and more blue. All right, so as I wait for my blue tablets to continue completely dissolving in my cup here, I just want to talk about how clouds produce rain, because we are basically recreating that today here with our materials. So what happens is that there's this process called evaporation. So the sun takes water that's already on the earth from lakes and other puddles when it rains previously, and it actually evaporates into the air. So it gets sucked right back up into the air, and then the clouds start to form. So the clouds are just made up of water molecules that start to kind of attach to each other, and that's how clouds form. And eventually, when enough water evaporates because of the sun, the clouds become so heavy that they can no longer hold on to the water, and it falls right back down onto our earth in the form of raindrops. And so what we're doing here today is we are creating our raindrops with the blue water, and then we are going to make our clouds with the shaving cream on top of this other cup of water. So what I'm gonna have you do is we're gonna take the shaving cream, and caregivers, you might have to help your little with this. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and take some of that shaving cream, and I'm gonna go ahead and shake my can. And then we're just gonna go ahead and spray it on top of the full cup of water to kind of formulate a little bit of a cloud, okay? So here I go, I'm gonna just spray this right on top. And the nice part about this little experiment is that you can do it over and over and over again. as long as you have enough of the blue water and the shaving cream. And if you end up running out of your blue water, you can also use food coloring for this. The tablets are just easier for us to send home with you in your take and make bag. So I think my tablets have dissolved. So I'm gonna stir my blue water again, just to make sure that everything is blended into the water. So all the little particles of our tablets are stirred in. And then the next part of our project here today is we're gonna take our little dropper and we're gonna take the blue water and we're gonna drop it over the rain cloud, or the cloud that we formed here with our shaving cream. And again, this is supposed to simulate that once there is enough of the water in the cloud, you'll start to see it pour through and it will fall right back to the bottom of your cup. And that simulates that once that cloud can no longer hold on to the water because it's become too heavy, it will fall to the ground as rain and what we know as a storm or rain happening in our world. So we're gonna go ahead and use our droppers, and again, we're just gonna pour the blue water on top until we start to see it pour through to the bottom. So I've changed how the camera is set up because I want you to really be able to see how the blue water is gonna go through the cloud and down onto the ground here. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take my dropper and I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna put it in my blue water, so you can see it kind of sucked it up. And then I'm just gonna go ahead and start pouring it right over our white cloud that we created with our shaving cream. And I'm just going really slow and I'm going over the whole thing. And again, the idea is that once there's enough of the water in our cloud, the blue water in our cloud, it'll become so heavy that it pours through. And you can kind of start to see it, hopefully. Do you see it pouring through yet? Kind of hard to see on camera, but hopefully you can see it on your experiment at home. So it's slowly coming through there and dropping all the way to the bottom. And you can keep adding more and more water to simulate more and more heavy rain. You can really see it pour through there, right on that side. I'm gonna go ahead and do a bunch really fast here and see what happens. Whoa. Look at that, look at it pouring down. Woo, it's raining really hard now. All right, so we made it so that there was enough water in our cloud that it just couldn't hold on to it, and it had to let it go in the form of raindrops that come pouring down back into the ground. All right, well, I hope you guys have fun with this, and I hope that you have enough of your blue water that you can do this a few times over and see maybe if you get some different results. Start slow and then continue to add more and more until you see it pour through as rain and raindrops. Thank you so much for joining me today to work on our project where we created rain and learned how clouds make that rain during our Virtual STEM Club Littles Edition Storm Clouds project. Now, if you have any video or pictures of you completing today's project, I would love to see those. So send those to us at the email address on your screen below, and I will see you all again next time during our next Virtual STEM Club Littles Edition. Bye for now.